Vallahi. İlginç.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think what a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this number, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. Let's see if they can do it.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for room. It's Hughes. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And it's no good. He missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Rushes on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double teamed because they can't block him.
The Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the grab at the 10. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Under fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Ducks come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Floating away. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Quick release by the QB. Ripping through the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period, first down here. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Bringing the heat. Still on his feet. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires on the move. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
Catch in the middle, it's Benson. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and And that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a net.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Using the quick game. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. And the Golden Gophers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. The field goal is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And no sting for this team. I'll tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. We've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Gets it out across the 40. Stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. The kick is on its way. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. A little wrinkle here as they force the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Moore. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Buying some time. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snatches it on the run. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. This time he's got it. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
He just said... Frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Gonna look downfield again. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Moore will throw. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Let's see how they set the tone on first and 10. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Back to the ground game on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not.
He's loose. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Power football with the one. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the fifth kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. It's a seam wide up. Touchdown, Oregon. They move on top here on the fourth. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And then a low high-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Oh, and now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. To the ground with the back. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Moore will throw. Right down the middle. It's complete. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To throw, it's Lindsey. There's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop if they...
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. All business today for this ball club. They come out.